Hey cakes and cake-ats, this is a video response to DocM77's automatic melon growing and harvesting machine. And you can see that way up there. I'm going to make this a lot bigger, but I thought I could lead you through it while I was doing that. I'm going to run it through a single harvest with only 3 layers, and after that I will run you through a little bit of the mechanics of how I made it and how it works, and where exactly I improved it, if you've already seen DocM's machine. $42 minutes. Pretty good. I've gotten more than that. You can see one already regrew. This is not 100% efficient if you step off it too soon because the melons wash up underneath it, but it's not too bad. I like it for the convenience. There we go. Alright, the way melons and pumpkins work, there's 2 components. There's a stalk and the actual melon or pumpkin itself. It's again not 100% efficient, but 45 ain't bad. The stalk needs a transparent square above it that's a high enough light level for it to grow and for it to produce either melons or pumpkins. The melon or pumpkin can have a solid block over top of them and it won't interfere with them growing. The reason this works is because the game considers tilled soil the transparent block, because the top couple pixels of it are transparent. If you look, you can actually see right there. That's the whole reason it works, those 2 pixels. Now what this is just a piston powered harvesting system that knocks the melons or pumpkins into the bottom. It's watered by a single square wide waterfall, and I placed mine way up there so I could just make this stretch all the way to the sky. And just for the record, you don't need to use glowstone or diamond blocks. Those were just for the looks. In fact, this could be cobble and torches right there, where the glowstone is now, and it would work just as well. Now going down into this machine, we'll have a look at the wiring. Also, I copied something DocM used, which is he placed ice underneath his water stream to speed up the items. If I make this in my survival world, I might get rid of that piston. But I like it, you know? You can see here's the pressure plate. And I made this out of glass so you can get a clear view of where everything is in relation to the machine itself. There's a block here with the wire running out. The way the piston pusher upper works. Just a wire running up to a block with a torch on top of it. And that torch powers this block. So that block actually has to be there. And that block being powered extends the piston. The reason I did it that way is just to keep it one away from this. That way we don't have to mess around with repeaters or anything right there. Running up along it this way, you can see it's just a wire running to a block with the torch on it. And this extends up to the bottom of our machine. Now that we're here, let's take a look at the machine itself. Suckage. I'm going to use my magic powers to make that regrow. Hold on a sec, guys. The magic of video editing. Oh yeah. Actually took a second to knock down part of this machine here. Now from this block up, next to the pistons, the pattern of these diamond blocks is just repeated over and over. This block here at the top is going to be the bottom block here. So in a minute I'll lead you through that and show you how that works. However, to carry the signal to these, we need a separate set of wiring just in the bottom to deliver the signal where it needs to go. And to get it started up, all of these. It's pretty simple. 3 blocks. This is going to be the very bottommost square of the part that repeats itself. And what we do is we have a repeater. There we go. There. A wire running off of it. A torch. And then another line. And that sends a signal here and gets these in the correct position. We just take that and repeat it again. Two blocks. Single block here. Repeater. Wire. Torch. Wire. So once you get your signal up to this point here, it actually becomes really easy to build that around and then build up. The way you build up is this. Sorry about the torch there a second ago, I was messing around. Doesn't actually need it. The first block has a torch on the side, torch on the top. There's a block one over from it and one up. That needs a redstone wire on top. There's another block, 2 above it, that needs a torch on top. And the block above that, we just make the block with the torch on the side, torch on the top again. And I'll actually lead you through this. I'll make one more round of it. And then off camera I will just build all the way up to the top and we'll be able to see what a full harvest from ground level all the way to the top of the map looks like. Like I said, block. Torch. Torch. Block. Wire. One back above this one. Block. Torch. Block. And you have the torch on the side and the torch on the top. You can really see that just goes all the way from the bottom to the top. I'm not going to make you sit through that. Inside of that, all we're going to need to do is make ourselves a nice dirt ring. And that piston is out because I haven't finished wiring up the bottom part yet. Once you have this, you hoe the corners. Plant seeds. Do the same over here. And you can either leave them alone, or if you're in a hurry, slap some bone meal on there. My bad. And it's pretty easy just to go up this way, grab your pistons, and place them up on here so they point into the grass square. You just do that every 2 squares up. And just keep repeating that pattern. Keep repeating the ring pattern between every piston. It's very simple. It would be really boring to watch a guy build one all the way to the top of the map. You can see that his designs go though, it's pretty effective. I'm just holding grass blocks, sorry. Ugh, glass blocks. Spaz. Because I was doing some digging down below, I didn't feel like waiting for the grass to regrow. Grade is pretty cool like that. Right, there's one more thing I'm going to mention that depending when you watch this video you might not even have to add. It's a fix for a bug in the game. Now, at certain times, when pistons are powered and then unpowered, they remain in an extended state until a block next to them updates. All that really means, in layman's terms, is... Let me show you. That's why we got the button. Unless something changes next to this block, it's going to stay stuck out like that forever, not be terribly useful for harvesting. And this only happened on this piston here, and this piston over here, on the exact opposite side. Didn't happen on either one of these to the sides. So build it like this, and once you're done, check the bottom. Check if any of you are suffering from that bug. If they are, all you need to do is place a piston facing outwards there. And because that changes something about the block next to it, it'll pop it back in afterwards. It's a janky little fix. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but that's pretty simple, and all it really costs is 1 redstone and 1 iron and some random wooden stone. Pistons aren't really expensive to make. Right. Now, if you want, you can use glowstone or pumpkins in these squares once you finish. And that is just the main row for the repeating section, back of it. Or you can just pop a torch in there. Let's pretend this is a torch. Way too much stuff in the inventory here, seriously. I hope that helped. I try to get out some more videos. Like I've said before, I try to just put them out with most quality stuff I've thought up. I think this counts. We're gonna cut, and when we come back, this will be stretching all the way to the sky. I'll do one more quick pan over it so you can get a feel for what the entire thing looks like once the melons have grown. And then I will harvest. You will see just how much comes out of one of these when you build it that big. Hey guys, the machine's finally ready and I'm taking a quick swim up to make sure everything grew. There's one sitting down there. I'm not gonna wait for that. I've been AFK long enough already. Man, this thing's long. That's what she said. Guys, look at this. Magic again. Pretty impressive, huh? Seems like grass has actually been staying alive. I think it's spreading up and down when the melons get harvested. You can see this lonely little ring up here isn't alone anymore. Single wide waterfall. Repeating pattern with the stupid bug fix pistons. I actually checked into it and I found out people have been using that to make machines. The what is it? Block update detection machines that you can use to make something happen if a block next to those changes. And that's cool, but it's still a bug. I wish Jeb would make something else that did that intentionally and take that out so I can get rid of these. So I've been at it a while. I've been AFK for a while. Now that we're back, I need to get some stuff out of here so we can see just how many melons there are. You know, I should put some mycelium on there if the grass sticks around and grows. That would look cool. Such a dork. I'll do it if I do it in my survival world. Alright. Cue dramatic music time. Holy heck, look at that. The ice really speeds stuff up too. Wow, that's a lot of melons. So yeah, you can see this is pretty nice improvement. At least in the way of space efficiency. I don't know if it uses more or less redstone with bug fixing pistons, but I thought about it, and for me to fix that using just redstone would take at least 2. These only take 1 redstone, so probably better bang for your buck. Still loses a couple melons, and that could use improvement too, but hey, I'm gonna try setting this as a video response to DocM's thing. See if he has automatic approval this time. No? Those pistons just popped out again. Fucking weirdness. Alright guys, so you know this bug fixing piston that was not needed on the east-west sides before? Looks like maybe needed on the east-west sides. Oh, stupid block update thingies. Urgh. See, that one's fine, right? That one's fine. That one's not fine. This is some weird stuff. I know it has to be because of how I have it wired, but honestly, if I, instead of having this nice tower design, I had it loop around every single level, that would take at least 2 extra redstone per 4th per level. Well, I guess one of them you could leave alone, because the last one doesn't need to be joined up to the first one. So that'd be 6 extra redstone per level, at least. This only takes 1 on a piece of iron. Oh, I hate bugs. I hate them and I love them. I abuse them, and I put up with them. But, yeah. Both sides. 1 block below that torch sticking out to the side, you need a piston. And I don't know why some of them did it and then didn't do it. Freaking weirding me out, man. Weirding me out. You can get it. If anyone knows why that is, let me know, because I'd love to be able to fix it and put out another video. But as fixes go, that's less resource intensive than rewiring it. Because wood and cobble are so easy to get that I don't even count them as a resource anymore, honestly. And it gives it a cool look. Gives it a cool look. I'll actually wait a little bit, I'll let these regrow again, and afterwards we'll give it a test run and see if that's still happening. I'm not going to wait for all of them to regrow because I have to get to bed soon. I want to hopefully leave this to upload. But yeah, we'll find out. We will see what we see.